Erica's dropping water. Dropping bombs like water. I don't.
It's a euphemism.
Yeah, water. What's up? Water.
She peed.
She's having a baby. Hi, everybody. The Wednesday Club looks real different tonight, huh? I'm Matt Key. I'm one of the original members of the Wednesday Club, but we have two very awesome members of the Wednesday Club to introduce you to. You already know Erica Ishii.
Yay!
And chances are very good you already know Whitney Moore.
I'm Taliesin Jaffe.
Oh,
I thought I was going to be Taliesin. That's why I dressed up all like Goffy.
I find it interesting that no one wanted to be Amy.
Nobody can replace
Amy.
Amy. I wouldn't even try.
No, she's like one of a kind.
True.
It would be like insulting to even think about.
True.
How dare you? Frankly.
You're right. You know what? I quit. Take it over,
We
girls.
need another Matt Key in.
I'm irreplaceable too. Welcome to the Wednesday Club, everybody. Today, we are talking Metal AF. What's AF stand for, Whitney?
Can I swear on this one?
Yep.
As fuck.
Metal as fuck.
I wore my sleep shirt in preparation because it's one of my favorite metal bands. If you guys have not heard them,
Never heard of them.
Heard them. I suggest you check it out. It's a very specific subgenre of metal,
which is
which is doom metal,
Yeah.
more specifically stoner metal, and it's characterized by very tuned down guitars, and the songs are like an hour long, and it's like
So it's like the Fish version of heavy metal.
kinda
Cool.
Nice.
way better than Fish. Though.
Hey.
Sorry,
Matt Cohen.
Sorry, fish heads.
He's watching.
We all know Matt Cohen watches our show.
Loves it.
By the way, Matt Cohen's a friend of ours.
Yeah, he's
no
cool.
one that you,
And he likes fish.
Loves
He
fish.
loves fish.
Does Eric Campbell like fish? For some reason, I think Eric Campbell likes fish.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Can someone get Campbell in here to answer if he likes fish?
Yeah, and then when he asks why, we're going to be like, because we just insulted them.
Because I went to a fish concert.
How was it?
It was actually pretty cool. I wasn't familiar with him, but this girl that I liked in college was like, want to go see the Fish concert? And I was like, yes.
That's why we all
sure
end up
I
at
do.
concerts of things that we don't really know about.
Yeah, because it's a person that we like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to impress that person.
Yeah.
Now I can't even remember her name.
I'm
married to
What
Brittany.
is that?
Oh, come on. Boo! 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 Get out of here, producer Liz! Boo! Ha ha ha. I love you, Liz.
So if you haven't seen it, Whitney also does a YouTube show called That's So Metal.
Ooh, the Weekend Metal.
The Weekend Metal.
That's So Metal
I'm
is
so
the-
sorry.
the old
The old one. That's the old one.
Yes.
But you're like the expert on metal.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
You and your boy, Jesse.
Me and my boy shoot a weekly metal show out of our apartment, and we recently paired up with a brand called Heavy Grass, which is actually a marijuana company that makes medical marijuana, and they also sponsor a lot of metal festivals. So what they're trying to do is, now that it's becoming looked at.
Hey.
Oh, Eric Campbell's
Campbell,
here.
can you come
Eric,
real quick?
Eric,
Get
come
over
here.
here.
Come here. Come here.
For some reason, I think that you like the band Fish.
Do you like fish?
Am I correct that you like the band Fish?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, cool.
Yes, because we listened to Fish on the way back from Star Trek. From our
Nice.
Star Trek convention.
I wasn't at that.
Now
so I
tell
wouldn't
him
know
why you asked.
Well, we were making fun of Fish earlier.
So we were making fun of fish. We brought you out here to bully you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a newly minted Fish fan. Like,
All right.
I've only just become Fish person. Like
A new fish.
He's a
I'm
fish
new.
person.
You're a fish head.
Yes.
I wish they called them fish heads or fish heads.
They probably.
Or like
they
fish
do.
people.
Yeah. So like
Fish people
because
that are like
it
fish
turns out my
heads.
writers are like huge Fish fans, and they were explaining why the band is so amazing.
Yeah.
On the way back home.
I like their ice cream.
Yeah,
Ice
fish
cream?
food.
Fish food.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben
Yeah.
and Jerry's.
My
I'm not a fan of
boys.
this band.
I know.
I don't know.
All right, thanks, Eric.
Okay.
Thanks, Eric.
Love you, Eric.
Bye.
Thanks, Eric.
Okay. Bye.
Eric's going to Burning Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Whitney's going to Burning Man.
Yeah.
You're going next year?
I will be going next year. I'm so excited and scared.
No, don't be
it's
scared. It's
gonna be
amazing.
fun. I
It's
can't
amazing.
wait.
No, you should actually be scared, but it's still
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah. What
all
will I
right,
discover about myself?
Yeah. So because we love to give our guests the chair of talk about what you want, and we will join you in that conversation. Whitney was like, hey, I love metal, boom, and I want to do what like you said, I want to do what I consider to be metal comics. Not heavy metal, not the title, that's a whole other future episode.
Yeah.
But you decided, I define these particular comics as metal as fuck.
Correct. And I love that because, like the musical genre of heavy metal, there are many different subgenres. There's fantasy metal, there's like horror, like blood and gore metal, there's death metal, thrash metal, black metal, sludge metal, folk metal, power metal.
Yep.
There's so many of them, and that's like comics too. And so that you can have a metal comic that is completely different than another metal comic, like genre-wise, but they both have their own awesome heaviness to it.
That's awesome. So, help us out. What do you define as a metal comic? Like, what are some common traits of a comic that for you is metal AF?
What defines metal AF?
Okay, to me,
let me be as much of a professor as I can. Please describe, if you will, in a sentence or a paragraph, what you describe as metal AF in comic books.
Okay, I'm gonna go write a paragraph. I'll
Yeah.
see you guys later.
See you in about an hour.
What I define about metal comics is there's overlapping traits. I think any like classic fantasy, that's metal, because metal originally had a ton of fantasy themes. You know, like Lord of the Rings and
It's like high fantasy.
high fantasy stuff.
High fantasy is metal AF. You had dragons and wars.
Yeah, The
and
Hobbit,
swords and
like
sorcery.
all of those original bands were basically about fantasy stuff. So that is a given. Also, like high sci-fi stuff, like space exploration, fighting alien stuff. And then I also think anything that has to do with pagan lore, stuff that is like witchy. Obviously, anything that's brutally violent and bloody and horror themed.
That was the
those
thing
are
that I
all-
kept kind of returning to, like, because you gave us a big list of like, here's what I
Yes.
want. I was like,
Almost
well,
all Image
I've read this,
comics.
I've read this, I've read this,
Yeah.
but ooh, I haven't read these. Everything is just like brutal AF.
Ultra violence,
Like
yeah.
ultra violent, super brutal, like sex, gore, blood, just like punch,
Give
take
it to
their
me,
head
I
off.
love it.
There's their spine.
So
awesome.
it was really cool. Like Matt Key gave me the list like an hour ago when I was told that I was going to fill in.
Sorry,
And-
everybody. By the way,
So sorry
Taliesin
about
Jaffe
that.
is sick, and Amy Dallen is at Gen Con. But Taliesin, like, he just came down with something a couple hours ago.
I know. He's
That's
going to
not
be patient
So,
zero
yeah,
at Gen Con now.
Well, he's not actually at Gen Con. He's
he
flying
not
out in
gonna-
the morning.
Yeah, I know. And he's going to be patient zero now.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, dude, stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home.
Poor guy.
You better
It's cool.
not be sick at Burning Man. I'll tell you what.
That's what I said. I was like, dude, you better
Get sick
stay
at Gen
home.
Con, not Burning Man.
Yeah.
You can carry him around in like a little litter or something, like a palanquin. And he can
That would be adorable. Put him in like a little.
Aw, I would love
Little-
to do that.
little
Taliesin
pack.
helped me set up our tent.
You can be like his Hodor.
Oh my God. Or Master Blaster. Yeah.
Who runs Burning Man?
Oh, that's amazing.
But so the comics that I had actually read from there were the overlap from the fantasy and sort of pagan stuff, like witches or witch and Orkstein, which is fantastic.
Orkstein's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And I would also say, because I try to add it in whenever I can, Rat Queens.
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
so
God,
that's-
Rat Queens,
That's the
yes.
thing with like, that was the off the top of my head list, but there's
Sure.
so many
There's
metal
so
comics.
many, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, metal just means that it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Kick
So
ass, like,
can
that's
I?
it.
There was one comic that I immediately thought of. God, Orkstein.
I
It's,
just
so
the
good.
detailing and the artwork is
is-
redonkulous.
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. I have a couple other pictures like that I just threw in, just like. Look at how beautiful this book is. Like, you open the first page and you're just like,
Well, but it's like beautiful in like the most
Scoo.
disturbing and detailed way. It's kind of
Yeah.
like how John Crixafoley art, for Ren and Stimpy,
Yeah.
the close-ups where it's just like super high detail, and
yeah.
you're like, oh, but
oh, yeah.
and the world
God, look
building
at that.
is
God, it's
so
so cool.
fantastic. The idea that like, I guess the currency of the world is genitalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what I
Yeah.
got
what
from
it
it.
kind of, yeah, it's
Pretty
very
much.
it's very sexualized.
Yeah. But in
very-
like this
yeah.
crazy
But in like a metal
way.
AF
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Metal as fuck. Like I feel like when So you know when you're reading like, oh, bye, Erica.
I dropped my
Erica.
water.
Bye.
Like,
You know how like when you're reading like early Marvel comics like from the 60s and you can read them in Stan Lee's voice, like you can hear like, and then Spider-Man jumped from the building and he said, hey there, mister. Like you can read all of that in that voice. I feel like every single comic that you recommended on your list is, did this happen? Did this happen? Oh yeah! Like it's just like
That's
it's
me
so
every time
awesome.
I turn a page. It's the best.
Oh my god, it's the best.
And by the way, those
Yeah,
are all
sick
indie
guitarist.
comics.
Yeah,
Like there are
every
so
single
many
one of
because
them.
I didn't
Yeah.
even want to touch. Like there's so many. I mean, fucking Spawn,
Yeah.
Lobo. Like there's so
Lobo.
many like mainstream comic book characters that are metal, but that's like that's like a whole other show.
Yeah.
Speaking of though, the one that I will talk about, which just launched today, is Dark Knight's Metal, and that is the issue just came out, and it's fucking awesome. I definitely recommend. I don't know if I know you guys have been following Rebirth and stuff like that, so you know about
bit.
there is now a possible tie-in with the Watchmen universe, and
I know, I heard about
there's
that.
some
I
cool
don't
shit
know,
that
man.
happens. So that came out today. I'm actually writing about that for DCComics.com just because they were like, metal. And they're like, you do it.
Metal and metal, you guys
together.
go together.
This
You
thing,
do it.
you do the thing.
So you can read my article, and then also I have a recommended metal pairing for when you read it because
Like song.
Like a playlist.
yeah,
I was-
like a band.
I was literally, that was the next question on my mouth was, at the end of our show, like, can you post like a 10-song playlist that people can listen to while they're reading any of these comics?
Yes.
What are some of the bands that you would put on there?
Well, it depends on. Okay, so
Metal!
just real, yeah, Batman metal. It's cool as hell.
that's pretty
The first
great.
issue is all shiny. So there's fantasy metal, there's
Yeah.
power metal. Like everybody knows Dragon Force, Through the Fire and Flames. That was the big like rock band song. So any sort of fantastical sort of comic, I would say power metal or fantasy metal. But then there is like progressive metal, for example, that would be great for a comic like Prophet or like Orkstein, even like something that kind of has to do with, or Black Science, which was also on the list. Anything that's sort of vaguely sci-fi goes with prog metal. And then there's the really violent stuff, which I like death metal, like Skeleton Witch, or like Hoth is a great band. And those are like, that's really like thrashy, that's really talking about like blood and violence. And then there is spooky metal, which I love. So like some of the horror comics like Harrow County and like Witches, that's something that I would listen to like Sleep, for example, which is like really tuned down and doomy and like kind of slow and just heavy. There's all kinds, guys. There's
This is
all
so
kinds.
can I just say I love hearing you talk about it and
love
like
talking
seeing your
about it.
face like light up.
Yeah,
when
you
talk
like you
about
light
it.
up about it. It's so fun.
Amazing.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. It's the best. It's so fun. And I always say, if you are not a metal fan, go to a metal concert and you'll become
I
one.
have to
Yeah.
say that like I did not really know metal very much, but then I was introduced to different of the subgenres, so like progressive metal and like fantasy metal, and I was not a fan until like I realized that there really is a metal genre for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
Whitney, take the step on chat says they can't listen to music with words in it while reading. Is there a good metal band that doesn't have a lot of words?
Yes. So Sleep has very, very few. A lot of doom bands have almost no words in it. But I will also say that if you can acquire the taste, because it is an acquired taste, of learning to appreciate screaming in metal, I always say to think of it not as something you're like trying to pick out lyrics, but think of it as another instrument in the band, because it's atmospheric at the end of the day. It's just something to add like a spookiness or something atmospheric to it. So bands like Skeleton Witch, bands like fucking, I don't know. There's so many, like Ghoul. I'm trying to think of ones that don't have like really,
It's okay.
really.
I put you on the spot with that
Yeah.
one.
I'm trying to think of ones that
I'm
don't
trying
have
to
like.
help out take the step because
Yeah.
I want them to be able to experience
And
your reality.
Yeah, I would say bands like Sleep bands, and then you know what's great about the internet is you can go on Spotify, and then there's like related artists, so you can jump around. I love listening to classic black metal like King Diamond when
Yeah.
I read comics, but that is like he has a falsetto voice and he sings about crazy shit. So it kind of could get distracting, I assume.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So we started with, we brought up Orkstein.
Yes.
Let's talk Orkstein.
Oh, it's so good. I wrote down the writer because I always forget. I have,
So
I
yeah,
have
so
a
what
list.
makes Orkstein metal?
I would say it's about a
the-
fucking orc that fights. It's
Yeah.
about a super intelligent orc.
So it's the fantasy element.
Fantasy,
The high
it's
fantasy.
brutal, the art is
Yeah, the
like,
goriness, the gory, violent nature
I mean,
of it.
look at that. Even actually, you can see how the title looks
Yeah.
like a
That
metal
font.
band.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it looks. You
That
can
looks
see-
like a metal cover.
Yeah.
Like I could easily see like an album with that cover.
Yeah,
art.
comics and metal have
Well,
gone
it's-
together
it's-
since I mean, why do you think Heavy Metal Magazine is the thing? Like,
Yeah.
it
That
is-
was definitely, the font was definitely influenced by like heavy metal specifically.
Yeah, they go together like cheese and crackers and like cookies. And
James A.
milk.
Stocco.
Oh yeah, Stocco. Yeah, Stocco.
And it's created, written, drawn, and colored by him.
Oh my
He
God.
does all of it.
Incredible.
Which is amazing.
Isn't that also
Bonkers.
what's his name? Cullen Bunn's deal? Does he have an artist for Harrow County?
Oh, I don't know.
I think that might be
he
also.
might-
There's a couple of
yeah.
these. I realized almost every band that I listed is an Image comic because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed
Yeah.
with them. But also they
No,
did
Image
absolutely-
is killing it.
Same,
Like Image
yeah.
is absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harrow
That's-
County
all
is
of the
amazing.
comics on my pull list are
Harrow
from
County is
Image.
so good, you guys. Harrow County.
I've only read the first two
Tell
trades of it.
what
but-
is Hero County? I'm not familiar with that one.
hold, Orkstein.
Orkstein. Back to Orkstein.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk about Harrow County that I forgot we're still talking about Orkstein. So Orkstein, I don't remember the main character's name, but he lives in this orc world
Yeah.
where everyone just kills the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
And he's the only one who's like, I don't kill people, I just take their stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a rogue.
Yeah.
He's a rogue.
Essentially.
He's a smart. He's
yeah,
a
and he's
smart
a safe
orc.
cracker.
Yeah.
And then he gets. It's been so long since I've read it, but the big leader guy is like, "Oh, you're different. I got my eye on you." And like,
Yeah.
then isn't that? It's only 7 issues, right?
I only read like 4
It's
of
a
them.
small.
I
Look
read-
at that.
Yeah.
So here's one of my favorite. This is when I knew I like this comic.
Yeah.
It's a bear safe.
Yeah.
It's a giant bear.
Yeah.
And there's a safe in it. And if you try to attack the bear, like the bear will attack you to keep safe whatever's inside of it. So this safe cracking orc has to figure out how to disarm the bear. And it
so
like
good.
even the alarms are all alive, like living organisms that he's got to kill.
Yeah, and that's the thing though
love
about the
that.
world building
So
is
brutal.
that
Yeah.
all of it is like organic.
Yeah.
It's essentially everything is organic.
Yeah.
Like the money
Yeah.
is genitals and like
Yeah.
and they use the same word to like refer to like the head person. The language is so interesting.
It's so
yeah, I would highly recommend that
Is
one.
there a word for that specific sci-fi trope of like a machine that is made of flesh? Is
I feel like there should be.
There
Because there's
'cause,
there's
like,
a definitely enough. Like,
the
in
the Cylons
yeah,
in Battlestar Galactica.
yeah,
was like that.
and Existence. If
Didn't
you ever
see
I
watched
that.
think
that
there's
movie.
got to be a word for that, but I love that shit. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so
I'm sure if there
creepy.
is that, our chat will tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi chat.
Hello.
Hi chat. Listen to metal.
Sorry, I'm on like double duty, watching
right.
the chat and also trying to lead the conversation. Orkstein was great.
Love it.
Harrow County.
So
Carroll
yeah, what is that
County.
one? I don't
Okay.
know that one.
Did you ever watch the movie The Witch?
Oh, absolutely not. I will not. No, not
I
even a
forget that
chance.
you don't love
Oh
horror.
no. Oh, it's because I mean I play so many horror games.
Yeah.
Which is horrifying enough, but horror movies just stay with me so long.
I get it,
It is
dude.
so hard for me.
Oh my God.
Which is one of my favorite
Arcan
horror movies.
Astron
but I
says
heard-
flesh punk. For,
Hell
like,
yeah,
Oh,
flesh
I'm
punk.
so
for,
into
like,
that.
organic, like
I'm into it.
technology.
punk.
Flesh punk.
Wait, who came up with that?
Arcan Astron.
That's good.
Oh, I remember the band I was trying to think of in terms of black metal.
Techno-organic, also good.
Black metal is a subgenre that has very like low guttural screams, and so a band like Blood Incantation is a great one for say Harrow County because it's got screaming, but you almost can't tell
Yeah.
that it's screaming because it's just
Yeah.
like,
It's more like atmospheric screaming.
yeah.
So Harrow
Harrow
County
County.
takes place 1910, 1920,
Yeah, in
thereabouts.
colonial time. You say?
No, like it's like
1910?
1910, 1920,
That's like turn of the century.
that's
so
like turn of the 20th
that's
century,
like
but like Kansas, like Dust Bowl, like out in the boonies, middle America.
Okay.
Like no one has been around this
Yeah.
town for ages. Like it's isolated 1915 sort of town,
Yeah.
right?
I'm bad with times. I thought that it was way before then,
don't
but
think it is.
that makes sense. It's basically like this family has been. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the witch.
Okay.
I totally was just describing
Harrow
the
County.
witch.
Harrow County, sweetheart.
Harrow County is about this little girl essentially who learns that she is the reincarnate of an ancient witch. And
Oh,
she's
that's rad.
She's like, what, like 12?
She's
like
like
a
12,
kid.
13,
Yeah,
and she's a good soul.
she's good.
But the witch was evil AF.
Yeah, and metal AF.
Yeah,
And
like
so
that witch was
she-
like, fuck all y'all, gonna rip your town apart, like, gonna kill all your kids. What's up? What you got?
Yeah.
What you got?
So the witch broke a cardinal rule. This is not a spoiler, but this is something that you find out later is that there are other witches in the world, and this witch was part of this union, and she broke it because one of the rules for witches is that you cannot be a god. And she went against that because she created all these creatures from the mud and from the forest, all these like demons and animals and monsters and people. So she created people to worship her, and then she later ends up being murdered, but there are direct descendants of her, and this girl is one of them, and then she finds out that she has certain powers over the forest creatures and the demons. There's like a giant, Baphomet that lives in the woods, and that's metal as hell.
Yeah.
If it has a
Anything
Baphomet,
with demons.
it's-
Demons is
yeah,
always
it's metal.
metal.
And it's so good, and the art is incredible, and there's skeletons on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized another one that would totally be on the metal list. Sandman.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would totally be
Totally on
metal.
it, yeah.
There are metal bands and metal songs
Yeah.
about Sandman. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's such an important book. I feel like
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
inspired. That's like on the level of Lord of the Rings. I
Yeah,
would
there's
say,
like
Yeah.
an
in terms
arc
of,
where
like-
he goes to hell and like he has to battle demons and
To get his mask
yeah,
back.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love
to
that.
get-
I'm
That
due
was
for
so awesome.
a reread of that
Yeah.
book.
I
I'm
have
planning
a
to bring
thing-
a lot of it to Burning Man because like one of
yeah?
my favorite. Hey, can we talk about Burning Man some more, guys?
You
Sorry to
haven't
keep
even
bringing that up.
gone yet, and afterwards
no,
is
I know.
usually the time when
Oh,
everybody's
no,
like, "Let me
no,
tell you
if
about Burning
No,
Man."
if you've been and liked it, you talk about it all year. You
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
in
yeah.
varying degrees.
No,
but
yeah.
I am sorry that we kept bringing it up. But I do bring comics with me every year.
Oh wow, they actually thank you, Chief.
No,
yeah.
Chief is amazing. Chief is,
That is awesome.
he's Johnny on the spot
so
with all the art.
for me,
I didn't think I would have downtime to read.
Yeah,
Oh, no, like, you've got
it
so
seems
much
like a
depth.
great
Okay.
thing to
Like
read.
you go out and like see all this amazing stuff for 2 hours, and you're like, I'm hot. I'm gonna go back to camp, or I'm gonna go find a camp that has hammocks.
Okay.
And then you go chill, and like I've read Into Shambhala for 3 years in a row now. Like one of
my
my favorite Doctor
God.
Strange comics. Yeah.
That's a good tip. I gotta bring a book.
So Sandman is, I mean, like, to diverge for a second, like, I think I'm gonna finish it this year because I have read all up until like the end, and I have this chunk left of it, and I always said, like, no matter how bad things get, I will always have that to look forward to reading the end of Sandman. I'm like, things are pretty great, so I'm just gonna finish it up.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna move on
I
to?
don't know.
Preacher?
Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah, if
Preacher's
anybody, if anybody
Preacher's
has
also
any,
pretty metal.
Preacher's pretty effing
You
metal.
know what?
Any recommendations for me?
When we revisited Preacher right before the show, which I still have not seen on
you
the
seen it?
whole
first season.
Man, I gotta get back into it because
Second season's way better.
reading it
Really?
again.
Yeah, it's way better.
Reading
I really
Preacher
like
again,
the
I was
first
like, oh, this is some like '90s edginess. And I
Yeah.
was like, that stuff doesn't age well to me.
Oh
'cause
man, I love it.
I'll check
But-
it out again. I'm
But
due
then
for
I
a
was
reread.
in high school. In the
Yeah,
90s.
see, that's like
So-
revisiting it as an adult. You're like, okay, edgy, bro. Like, don't cut yourself on all that edge. Like,
All right, so Transmetropolitan.
Disdain.
Good call, Cole Drake. That is
oh,
pretty
that's metal
yeah.
as hell. Yeah.
Though that's I feel like that might be more like what's the like techno sort of.
Oh yeah, like
metal.
cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
maybe.
yeah. Well, you know, prog metal, some Periphery, that could go well.
But I
with
do
that.
love Transmetropolitan, Spider Jerusalem.
That is one of my favorite comics still of all time. And like, I
Yeah.
realize I
Yeah.
sound like a hypocrite because that also has a fair dose of 90s
Yeah.
edginess, but it is like still very relevant.
Still very
Right.
relevant.
And really good.
So Harrow County, is there any? Like, by the way, Harrow County's artwork is some of the best that's out there.
It's
like,
so beautiful.
It's so like it immediately transports me to the 20s. Like it immediately like what's funny is that like you're saying like it's super metal, you want to listen to metal, but like I just want to listen to like 1920s like
I mean,
like,
yeah.
but the artwork immediately takes me to that sound. Like the artwork
Yes.
is so good.
I feel you.
Yeah,
it
you've gotta
is.
read it.
Or
It's
even like
so good.
Harrow
It's
County
so
would
good.
also go so well with like classical music or like anything. Anything would go well with that comic. I love the design of the monsters, the
Yeah.
design and just the concept of where the town is placed, not to give too much away, but and what happens within the town. And then there's like all of these politics that happen because like now the town realizes that the witches are back, and it's like it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so imaginative and beautiful. And if you get the collected books, you can see the like the blue lines and the sketches and
Right.
everything, and it's amazing.
So one of my favorite like this I have no idea if there's a precedent for this in like folklore or magic or mythology or whatever, but one of my favorite things in that book and this is like if you're not already convinced, this is going to get you.
Sell me.
The skin ghost.
Oh my god.
And so you meet this kid in like the first
First
issue, right?
Yeah.
It's this boy that was murdered in the woods, and when this little girl goes out, his skin crawls off of him and follows her, and like she's able to like
boy.
take his skin and put it in a bag, and it talks to her and
He
everything.
becomes her familiar.
Yeah, like this little boy's like skinned body is her, and like when you first get there, you're like, well, that's disgusting, but like by issue 3, you're like, oh man, where's Skin Ghost?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I call.
'Cause
I don't
he
remember his
helps
name,
her.
but like he's super helpful, and he becomes like a great ally, and it's just so awesome.
It's
Think
great.
If there is any historical or folklore about that. I can't think of anything.
I do want to
offhand.
correct Tortuga Del Mar. I have 3 cups because 1, 2, 3. Actually, I have 4 cups.
That's right,
I need
that's
to
right.
advertise this. I went to Starbucks
Yeah.
to prep for the show, and the guy at the counter, the barista, saw my wallet, which is a Doctor Strange, and he goes, "Oh, Doctor Strange," and then he looked at me and goes, "Oh, you look like Doctor Strange." So when they called out my name for my Americano, they called out Sorcerer Supreme. And
Yes.
they put Doctor Strange on the
That is
cup
so cool.
there. I don't know if. And,
Yeah.
There it is.
and see Doctor Strange
Doctor
there.
Strange. Doctor Strange.
so-
Doctor Strange.
I brought this in. I don't want to
That's so
advertise
fun.
Starbucks, but I drank their coffee,
Yeah.
and they put.
And the barista
And they-
was super cool.
barista was super cool. So yes, you are correct, but I like.
So many.
Well, I like to have options when I drink.
Yeah.
Like-
Do you have different levels of caffeine in each one of those?
Coffee with cream and sugar.
Okay.
Coffee with just cream. Water.
Wow. And then an Americano.
But it's cold. I only brought that in for the Doctor Strange.
You've got the bases covered.
I like coffee, and I like options. So, Harrow County is amazing.
It's so good. That's maybe one of my favorite comics. That came out 2 years ago, right? It
Started coming out. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think
2015.
there's maybe 3 or 4 volumes out.
Oh, it was so good. Guys, that's like still one of my favorite comics that
Yeah?
I'm
Yeah.
reading right now. Yeah.
It's
I'll have to check that one out.
fantastic.
I really like themes of like the occult and
It's beautiful.
witchcraft.
That's the only reason. And you know what? If you don't like horror movies, I would say, I don't know, Matt, if you would disagree on this, but I think The Witch would be a pretty tame one for you to watch because
I actually haven't seen The Witch. I want to see The Witch because the main actress is playing.
It's so good.
I'm forgetting her name. Magic.
Oh,
Eliana
I
Rasputin.
didn't know that.
Yep.
Guys, it's great. It's if you like
it's-
if you like
it's on-
pagan
it's on my queue. It's on my queue to
stories,
watch, yeah.
It's so good.
I
and
mean,
it's
we
like-
watched the trailer on concession stand, and it was just so upsetting.
Yeah.
It was so creepy. It's the scene where she's like playing peekaboo with the baby, and we're like, oh God, what's going to happen?
It's unsettling. I wouldn't call it a straightforward horror movie though. I think you'd be good.
Yeah, I have a hard time with horror movies,
Yeah.
and my wife Brittany loves them. So I've made a deal with her. Like I'll watch them periodically when the mood strikes me over the course of the year. But in Halloween, like in October, if she wants to watch a scary movie, we watch it.
You're such a good
that's so
husband.
nice.
So like she'll be like, I really want to watch this. Can we watch it? And if it's October, I'm like, Yeah.
Wow.
Let me just get ready for it.
You know what?
Oh,
If
I
you
don't
ever
know.
need a buffer to crack jokes during a horror movie, I will come because I love horror movies. And also, hot tip, just watch Bob Ross after because it's on Netflix.
That's not a
Anytime
bad.
I get too
I've
scared.
actually done that. I think I did that after Babadook. I was like Babadook, and I was like Bob Ross.
Bob Ross
Happy
has talked
accidents,
me
happy
from
accidents.
many an anxiety attack.
Yeah, like I'm just like very visual, and I have nightmares after so many of them. Like
Yeah.
even like Deep Blue Sea, where
Same.
it's like the super intelligent sharks.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's no
this
way
is
they could
silly
be in
and
the bathtub.
Stupid.
But then
I still had a nightmare about sharks walking around my house.
Yeah.
Like, hey Matt, we're coming to get you. And I was like, no
We're
sharks,
smart.
no. Like
We're smart
yeah.
and we don't like you.
Yeah, we
No.
don't like you at all, and we're gonna eat you because we're sharks. Yeah, it
Man,
was a dumb dream, but
a
I
lot
woke up
of-
in a sweat, just like sharks.
a lot of horror movies, yeah, I'll be okay watching them, but then afterwards, as soon as it's over, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die here. I have to go to the bathroom, and it's midnight, and oh, I guess I'll just have to hold it till morning.
You guys, there's a chance that I'm just desensitized because of metal, because
True,
of
true.
listening to like, anal cunt or
Is that an actual?
yes,
Can she say that?
it's real.
Is that like doom metal
Or
what
cannibal-
genre is that?
Cannibal Corpse. No, gore metal is like a thing. It's like things that are desensitized.
Oh my god, that's so funny. All right, Rumble. Let's talk Rumble. I will fully admit I had never even heard of Rumble.
Oh, nobody's heard of Rumble.
And
It's crazy to
I loved it.
me. Really?
I really did. Like I was like,
did
oh,
you
I've
read
got
it?
to read. What's that?
When did you read it? Oh, wait, when you
Last
were
night.
looking at it today?
Yeah, like
Okay.
you gave me you gave us a list of
Yeah.
comics last night, and I went and downloaded a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And Rumble was the first one I read. I was like, what is this cover? Hey, Chief, do you have the
So what is
cover to Rumble
Rumble?
to throw up?
Rumble.
I just want to show this off real quick. Let me show off this thing that I didn't do, but I totally read it.
So if Rumble is, if let's see, if Headlopper, or no, we didn't talk about. If Orkstein is like death metal, thrash metal, super
Yeah, look at
gory.
this, look at that.
Rumble is the fun
Ooh.
side of metal that's
Yeah.
super silly and
Yeah.
super fun and just like actually very touching sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
it really was.
Really
It really-
beautiful. It's about this kid who's kind of a doofus and he's like not really going anywhere, and then this demon, or not demon, this like demigod,
Rathrak.
Rathrak comes into his life, and he's got a scarecrow for a body, and he basically is like having a bunch of beef with other demigods, and do you remember the name of the person that stole his heart?
I can't remember the name.
He had his heart stolen and his body was slain, so he had his body stolen, and he has his body now, but he is trying to get his heart back to like get his like godly powers back, and it's just like demigods fighting each other in a bar.
In our
And
reality,
that's
yeah.
Awesome.
And this
it's like
kid
a
is-
decrepit Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
Like sort of like there's a giant Paul Bunyan statue that's fallen. Like it's this weird tourist trap in the Northwest kind of place, and it's awesome.
And this kid is like totally like unequipped
That
to
sounds
deal with what's
kind
happening.
of like
It's
American Gods vibes.
Kinda.
A little bit.
a bit, but it's not like gods that we know. It's not like
Sure.
Odin and Loki and all that.
Sure,
it's,
sure.
Ancient
It's these
gods.
ancient, like these
Yeah.
ancient demigod species that went to war with. There were two of them. They went to war with each other, and one side won, and the side that lost, they all went to another plane of existence, except for two of them.
Yeah.
Like, and
they got
one of
beef.
them, and one of them is the main character, the Scarecrow guy. Yeah, there he is. So you see there's two demons
Yeah.
there. Those are that's the side that won, and then the Scarecrow with the
looks
giant
metal.
sword.
That's James Herron, I believe.
Yeah.
The art is so good and so unlike
It's
anything
amazing.
I've ever seen. It's just it has. Sometimes you read a comic and you're like, this is moving. This has such
James
a
Herron,
movement to it, and I think that Rumble is so like. I mean, look at that.
look
It's
at
so
that.
cool. The colors
like-
are fucking awesome.
Well, and the
too.
demons are just so like I feel like that's like we've all seen demons drawn. We see
Right.
them drawn in 1,000 different ways, but even so, that's still creative and inventive.
Yeah.
Like that's still like a demon I've never seen before.
Oh,
Like
it's
that's
so good,
cool.
and it's funny, and I cried when I read it. It's like it's just one of those rare comics where it's like, ooh, this is exciting. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
got it all.
It really does. It's very well written, and like there's a like I've only read the first volume, but it seems like there's a much deeper history there.
Yeah.
And I will say my favorite thing. Do either one of you watch the Venture Brothers?
Yes.
So you know the friend, I think you meet him in like the 4th season. That's like, just like, oh, whatever. I'm a badass.
Dylan.
Like that.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan.
One of the main characters is exactly like that, where he's like, oh man, cool. Like, hey, do you need me to like do some kung fu? Like, and he's like talking to the Scarecrow guy. Hey, there you go. Thank you, Chief. $3.99 on Kindle.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
And Comixology Unlimited. Get that. Comixology Unlimited is
good.
great. But yeah, like there's this character in there. He's the roommate to the guy, the main character that you meet first after you meet the demon character. He's this guy's roommate. So the demon goes to his house in the Scarecrow form, and he's like, I need your help. And he's like, well, no, go away. I never wanted to help you. I just had your sword. Go away. And his roommate's like, oh, hey, do you need some help in there? Do you need me to come in and kick some butt?
Don't take this the wrong way, but like that character is so #relatable for metal, a lot of metal fans. Like, I feel like a lot of metal fans know that guy, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Dermot, thank you, Alfig.
That guy would be the first in the pit. He would
Dermot, yeah.
He
Dermot, yeah.
is great.
Thank
And
you.
Is it in the first volume when he goes with the demigod? What's his name again?
Rathrak.
Rathrak, and he talks about his dog. Rathrak's old dog.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, there's a real tearjerker when he talks about a dog, and it's so good. But yeah, the dumb lug, who is, by the way, like such a supportive friend, and is so good. And
He's a good friend, and like this kid is a chicken.
Yeah.
He's a total chicken shit, and he's like running away from helping this demon who's now or this demigod Rathrak who's saved his life like 4 times. Even after he saved his life like 4 times, he's like, no, I want no part of your war. I'm out. And then like his conscience appears. He's like, you got it. So he goes to help him, but the whole time this kid that is very similar to Dylan, thank you, Alfik, is like, man, you suck. Like this guy saved you. You got to help him out. This is awesome. Like, let's go help this kid out. And it's like when I first read him, I was like, oh, it's this kind of character. But like after 3 pages, I was like, oh, I love this character. Like, he's a good friend and he's got a good heart and like he's a little
So it seems
misguided.
like this
but
comic has a lot of heart, is
does.
what I'm hearing.
it has a
It's
surprising
funny.
amount of heart for,
Yeah, because it's not,
what it is.
Yeah, for like demons and demigods fighting,
Yeah.
and something that it's so action oriented. It is really touching.
I mean, I feel like that's actually something in a lot of metal songs and thematic metal albums too, where it's like all these high-minded concepts of like demons and you know epic storylines, but really they're metaphors or just allegories for very human stories.
yeah,
There's
completely.
a lot of those.
I will always stand by, just in any kind of fiction, I think that the best kind of fantasy and sci-fi are the kind that just show what humanity does.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't get too into high concept sci-fi where they're like taking 7 pages to describe a ship. I'm like, no, tell me what humans do when placed in these extraordinary circumstances, and that's what I love about Rumble. It's metal as fuck.
But still like very human and emotional and relatable. And like you said, that dog, like the second I started getting to that story, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not.
tearjerker.
Nope. Oh, I have to keep reading.
Rumble is excellent, and it's still good, by the way. Like,
It's
still going strong. It's
still good.
Still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a couple questions I want to throw out. Lossley, I think I'm saying, or Losile, maybe. Yeah. Losile. Says, question, what was Whitney's gateway metal band?
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Do you have one?
Gateway, or like first actual
Your
metal
first
band? Because
metal band.
First,
And then which
like,
is the first
Both.
one that
Because
you're
like
like,
in middle school, I was so into Sum 41 and like Good Charlotte, and I was like, oh, I'm so
yes, good Charlotte.
So like I got real into pop punk like any like teen in the early 2000s, and then I got into actual punk, and then I was like, okay, Suicidal Tendencies is a good segue band because they came up in the 80s, and they are technically a punk band, but they have a lot of roots in metal. And around the time I was listening to Suicidal Tendencies and a lot of like Led Zeppelin, I got into like Opeth or Children of Bodom, which aren't like, they kind of get shit on in the metal bands, but they're a lot of people's gateway bands. Yeah.
Opeth is great.
Opeth, I like. They're kind of dad metal-y now. That's just my personal taste.
Dad metal.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So, fun fact, my first concert ever was King Diamond.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, King Diamond is so fucking
He was
good.
an amazing performer.
I saw him last year. He played all of the album Abigail. Have you
Oh,
heard that?
yeah, that was the one that he played.
He played
Yeah.
beginning to end.
It was beautiful.
I like cried and told Jesse, I was like, I'm gonna write an essay about how everybody should get into metal because it's not like it was drunk.
So metal.
It's
Being
so
drunk,
metal.
so metal.
But King Diamond is great because it's essentially, if you see him live, it's like you're going to the Disney's Haunted Mansion
It is,
ride.
and so it's very
kinda like
theatrical,
a show,
and he
yeah.
has
Oh,
like
that's now I
costumes
wanna
and like
see it.
dancers, like.
And all
I'm
of
not
his
even a
albums are
metalhead, but like
concept
that sounds
albums.
awesome.
It was
They're
great.
fucking, I mean, he would be he's an easy like gateway because there's not
Yeah.
a lot of screaming. He's like he's the one that has the falsetto voice.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
his-
like lyrical stuff.
yeah, all of his albums are concept
storytelling.
albums. So like in the album Coming Home, the first word of the first song is Grandma! Because it's about his grandma who comes home and sees demons, and like that's what the whole album is
Oh
about.
my God.
It's like mostly concept albums. They're so good. He was like one of the first guys to have the corpse paint.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He's fucking awesome. He's playing in Vegas next weekend. And
Are you going? Oh, because
No,
Burning,
Burning Man.
Yeah.
But Sleep is playing.
By the way, if you are, we should start a drinking game for every single time
yeah.
either one of us brings up Burning Man.
Oh, these people need their livers.
Yeah, I know. We're like,
Right.
yeah.
Psycho Las Vegas. Sleep is playing.
I'm gonna trade you a mic.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Chief.
Hi, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
She's been talking so loud she broke
yeah,
up my.
and
We're fixing that.
he was one of kind of the early adopters in metal of the concept album,
yeah.
which is, you know, for those who don't know, is like an album that is like a story beginning to end.
It's so
Gavin the Grey
good.
says every King Diamond album is basically like a great horror movie.
Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it. By the way, another band recommendation that I have just while I'm thinking of it is Myrkur, Mykur. She is a Danish black metal goddess, and it's perfect for Harrow County because
Nice.
it's very beautiful and
Yeah.
it's very. She's a classically trained opera singer, and so she's got a choir with her, and it's like just ethereal and so pretty, and then brutal as hell. So check
Can
that
you-
out. She's also playing next weekend.
Can you put together a Spotify playlist?
Yeah.
Of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so follow Whitney on Spotify and you'll find her playlist in the next couple 2, 3, 7, whenever it is.
I
that
actually
you get it done.
have one that I made for Mike Diva last year called Baby's First Metal Playlist, and I'll just make that public because that has doom metal and black metal, and it's like a
Nice.
good little sampling.
Nice.
How
All
do
right.
I make this?
Let me ask you this. This is from Toon Ezon, and I actually have an answer for this as well. Any suggestions for good metal as fuck manga?
Ooh, you know what? I'm not a huge manga
I-
fan,
I mean,
but Uzumaki, anything Genji Ito has done is...
Yeah.
Right. So there is like a genre of manga that's like guro.
Okay.
It's like the Japanese pronunciation for gore. Guro manga is like really upsetting and gross and
Yeah.
like body horror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Uzumaki is in it.
is one of my, that's one of my favorite horror comics of all
Yeah,
time.
and it's like really, I can't really do it, but if you are into that kind of thing, then that's definitely worth checking out because the illustrations are really beautiful in a very disturbing kind of way.
Yes.
Also, I mean, Death Note is kind of like the more mainstream one, and that's about a demon who gives this boy a notebook that if you write somebody's name and how you want them to die in it, it'll happen. And it's the idea is of morality and who are we to make these decisions about mortals' fates, and that one's going to become a Netflix series soon.
You're excited about
so-
it, it seems?
Oh, God.
Are you excited about the movie?
Oh my God, all of this, they need to stop adapting anime and manga. They just need to Stop it.
So I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
And my lovely wife will punch me if I don't say this. Berserk manga.
Oh, okay.
It's her.
We got some claps for Berserk.
All right.
Producer Liz loves Berserk as
Yeah.
well. My boxing instructor loves Berserk.
Wow.
We've talked about it over
I
boxing.
gotta check it out. I gotta get more
It
into
is-
manga because
I've only read like the first 3
Yeah.
volumes of it. My wife has like all 30,000 volumes.
Wow.
But I've read the first 3, and it's
I feel like I own the first volume of
beautiful
that.
and brutal. It
In
is super
a
brutal.
lot of ways, I feel like
Thank you, Chief.
the Japanese, like the Jidageki, which is like the lone warrior, the samurai epics, could like be considered metal because it's just about like epic wars and the idea of like these really human stories. When you boil down all of this epic conflict, and a lot of times like the conflicts with gods and
Yeah.
demigods, and
If it's
Japanese,
big feeling.
yeah, if it's like feels big, but then all these really intimate moments. And there's also a huge history of ghost stories and demons in Japanese mythology. Fun fact: did you know that Japanese vampires eat poop?
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's gross. It's like they just eat anything that's like life force, full of life force.
Okay.
And that's considered, weird, right?
So they could technically be like vegan. Like I guess
yeah.
that's an animal product, but like they
Yeah.
could like not kill anybody.
Pretty much, they could, yeah. There's like all these crazy Japanese demons. Like one of my favorites is, I forget her name, but it's this. The idea is this like Japanese woman that waits for you on the bridge, and she's got this crazy mouth that goes like ear to ear, and she'll come over to you and she'll be like, "Am I pretty?" And if you say yes, she'll eat you, and if you say no, she'll eat you. You have to say sort of, and then she'll leave you alone.
So if you equivocate in your answer, she's
Yeah,
like,
you're like
you're
sort
cool.
of. Yeah,
You're
she's
cool.
like, okay.
What message is that
Yeah.
supposed to send?
I don't know.
It's a
so
message of
interesting.
balance.
Yeah. A
'Cause
lot of,
if you're pretty, that's too much.
yeah.
So either you're beautiful or you're ugly or you're just
fine.
right.
There's this
You're
like
just right.
brand tradition of like terrifying. Like most of the ghosts in Japanese mythology are female because there's just this kind of
Yeah.
deep-seated fear of
Yeah,
feminine
I get
power.
that. I totally
love
get
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of women.
Metal!
Japanese demons and ghosts are so
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Well, I think that might be a good segue
Okay.
into Monstrous.
Monstrous! Oh my god!
So, of all the comics that we're talking about, everything that we've mentioned thus far and everything we will mention, I honestly believe that the most beautiful is Monstrous.
It is.
It
It
is.
is.
Gorgeous.
It's like
It is-
every page is like the most beautiful art in the world.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can tell. I mean, look
Oh,
at
just very Art Nouveau.
It's so
Yeah.
beautiful, and it's like just the world building and the tribes and everything is like
Yeah.
that is a power metal fucking comic. That
Yeah.
is some high fantasy, like beautiful metal comic. It's
Yeah.
so oh god.
Yeah, it's Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And what's funny about it, like funny, what amazed me about it is how dense it is.
Yeah.
Like
Took me a long time to
Yeah.
read.
I think it was nominated for an Eisner this year, and it's the one nominee that I had been wanting to read that I hadn't had a chance to read just yet. So when you had that on your list, I was like, oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
And then I got 7 pages in and was like, oh my God, there's so much going on. I had to go back and start over. I barely got anywhere with that book, and I don't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just it's dense.
Yeah,
and, you
it's
wanna
like
try and
Watchmen.
under-
It's like
oh, it's so good.
there's so much there. I still have to go back and reread it because I was reading month to month or however when it was coming out.
Just like singles.
I was reading the single issues and just forgetting everything that
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah.
And so I need to read them in succession again. But man, if that is not one of the most beautiful
I
comics.
think here's it's so DC and Marvel, I can read those issue to issue.
Yeah.
Image, I've come to a place where I can't.
Which sucks because you don't
Yeah.
want to be a trade waiter. Like you don't want to wait. 'Cause
No.
Raid waiter.
Oh, it's not a good thing to do.
Oh my gosh.
Because that way, I mean, you know, a lot of the time when they're deciding whether to pick up a comic, they're going off of the single issue sales. So guys, like, by all means, wait until there's the collected edition, but buy the single issues because that was what tells the publishers that it's doing well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel the same way. Especially, I mean, goddamn, Image just puts out the most incredible stuff.
They do. They're killing it right now. Hey, Chief, I know I think I sent this picture. It's with Monstrous of the Demon. There's a really awesome demon picture that I would love to show. I just like this. Look at that.
Yes.
God, like
that is something that I would hang on my wall.
Right?
There's a
Like-
detail on that.
Like
and
that
like
is
watercolor. Oh.
and like just the line work in it, like the
great
detail,
because it
like
really evokes a lot of classic monster design,
Yeah.
you know, and from mythology, but is so unique and new and detailed.
Yeah.
and it just feels like it's very much like Japanese mythology.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Yes.
pulling from all of that stuff, like all those
is a
demons
good
and
segue.
ghosts
It
and
is, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
because it
thought
does
so.
have so much of that influence. Man, it's so pretty. And that's also something that I like to add to that list about metal comics because metal is also like it's brutal, but it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
I mean, Monstrous is sort of a heartbreaking story, and it's got a lot of sad moments in it, but it's just gorgeous. And I feel like that is also
Yeah.
evocative of what metal is about.
This is one of those books where like I very quickly realized, ooh, this is not a fast. This is not something that you just like kind of burn through. This is I have to pay attention to this and I have to go back and
You sit
reread
and you
every
digest,
single
yeah.
page. Like,
Yeah.
So I forgot to include this in there, but I wanted to show off this. You can tell that the artist loves cats. Look at that. Like she's got the two of them have a lot of cats
Oh yeah.
talking. They all have like different like numerous tails. Like one of the main cats in there has like two cats or two tails, and this one has four. This one is a professor of history,
it's so good.
and it's so fun. So like you've got all this
Yes,
brutal.
there we go.
Yeah, you've
Very
got all this
Japanese
brutal,
mythology.
all this brutal stuff happening. People getting burned and murdered and killed, and then there's a talking cat, and it's like,
Yeah.
you can't do that, Maka.
Yeah.
You can't. Like that's not the right way to go. She's like, shut up, cat.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, it's a cat, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
it's
Oh
great.
my god.
I love it. Yeah,
Anything that has cats in it is metal. Also, I just
Oh
think.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Cats are middle.
Garfield,
As fuck.
so metal.
Jim Davis, killing it with that metal, bro. Marmaduke, it's more Brian Eno. So hey, just want to remind everybody, we're gonna. I know we don't have Taliesin, we don't have Amy, but we do have two wonderful, intelligent, and incredibly inspired women here who are going to also the face that you made. We're all three gonna. We're still gonna do our topics, our 5-minute topic. I don't know. Do we tell you guys about this?
Nope.
So. Sorry, I probably should have told you. I produce. Our audience in the chat is going to give us a topic to talk about, and each one of us will get like a minute and a half
Yeah.
to just vamp on that topic. But towards
It
the end of
really
the show.
depends on the topic, but you know,
we'll
I can
see.
talk a lot.
So our producer Liz is going to start sorting through all of those as they start coming in. Topics for us to talk about.
Topics.
In about 30 minutes, we'll do that.
Cool.
So
Sounds great.
send your topics. It doesn't have to be about metal. It can be about anything as long as it's comic book. I mean, related because we're talking comics. So, all right. So, Monstrous is beautiful. Read it. What's next? What do we want to hit next? Oh, you know what? I have something that I wanted to point out. Have you heard of this comic? Birthright.
Yes, I haven't read it. Can I look at it?
Yeah. That's volume
is
2.
it?
I forgot volume 1 at home.
Birthright. I mean, this cover is like.
No,
yeah,
I know. All right,
but
so
just-
let me give you the rundown on Birthright. It's Skybound, which is
Great. Walking
Image,
Dead.
yeah, Walking Dead, but like you guys know it, whatever. Image is the big umbrella, and then Skybound is one of the pillars under that umbrella. So, Birthright, early in this kid's life, the younger like two brothers are out with their mom and dad. One of the younger brother runs off into the woods and never comes back.
Whoa.
And the family just assumes that he was kidnapped or killed or he's missing, and they've dealt with it. And the mom and dad got a divorce. The older brother grew up without his younger brother. And then a couple years later, he returns. But he's a barbarian and he's a fully grown man.
Oh shit!
And everyone's like, "You're not the little boy. He's just a little boy. Like he should only be like 14 now." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Time passes differently in that dimension."
Whoa!
was-
This page.
Oh my
Wow.
God! It's like the aftermath of every like Chronicles of Narnia or Alice in Wonderland or like sort of Call to Adventure sort
It's
of.
the aftermath of that.
Yeah.
But you find out there's so much more going on. Like he's back in
He's
the
hot.
real world now. Yeah, right.
That's a little boy, Whitney. Time's different in that dimension.
So you start getting a lot of backstory to what happened to him in that dimension, but that other dimension is starting to seep into our reality. So this guy who is actually this kid, but the rest of the world thinks he's insane.
Right.
Like you're just an insane homeless man with swords and you're brutal and hairy. He's actually this little boy, and he went through a lot of shit in this other dimension, like killing all these demons, learning how to be a sword fighter. There's magic, there's sorcery, there's like demons and fairies and elves and trolls. Like it's a fairyland that he went to, and he escaped it. But not all is what it seems.
Whoa!
I
It's
really
really
legitimately do not want to give the twist. There's an epic twist in there where I was like, oh no, don't let that be the twist. But
that's
that
pretty
is a
awesome.
good twist.
Maybe I'll read this at Burning
It's,
Man.
it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
opposite. It's like looking at the other side of the looking glass, like our side of the looking glass for when some kid disappears and has an epic adventure.
Yeah.
on
That's
the
really
horizon.
interesting to me.
There's so many monsters, and like good guys are coming over, bad guys are coming over. They're all trying to stop this other world from invading our world. Oh my! But it's so brutal. Like you see, like people getting chopped in half by this dude, and like his little brother's just like, "What did you just do?" And he's like, "I had to do it for our protection. Let's go." And she's like,
I'm
So
in.
good.
That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
But like, yeah, like that wasn't on the list that you sent, and I was like,
gonna
Birthright
take a
pretty,
pic so I
Birthright's
can
pretty
remember.
metal, right? And I flip back through some of the pages. I'm like, yeah, this is metal as
Definitely
fuck. This is
metal.
metal
Yeah,
as fuck.
you know.
Yeah. I know.
Um,
Yeah, that nerd, Burning Man, drink. Mention this.
Okay, what about Headlopper, guys?
Oh man.
Tell me about Headlock.
Headlopper is
I only read like the first issue of it, all the time I had to read it. Yeah. Talk
Headlopper
about it.
is
Go.
hilarious. It's another Image comic. It's Andrew McLean, and
Right.
it
Mike
is
Spicer.
some of the most interesting art I've seen. And it's about a fucking like badass named Headlopper. And what do you think he does, Erica?
He lops heads.
He lops heads. He does.
Yay!
I
did it.
This is just like sheer ultra-violent fun, and it's like trippy and magical and badass. And this guy has his friend that he gets on his adventure is a witch whose head he chopped off, but she was still alive, and she's like just
'Cause she's a
sassing
witch.
him 'cause she's
Right.
a witch.
Right.
So she's just like, well, fuck you. And then she's like, all right, you're coming with me. So he ties her to his belt with her hair, and then she just like wisecracks. And
That's classic.
It's so
classic carrying around
good.
a talking head.
yeah, it's just like really solid fantasy. It's super cheeky and weird and like kind of trippy, and it's just so fun. Also, the colors, like, uses a lot of like yellows and I feel like colors that you don't see very often in that setting. And it's just so
This was one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
at the very beginning of the book, this is like page 4, so there's not much spoiler here, but like he willingly dives into this thing. Like we've seen this trope, but it's still awesome to see. He willingly dives into this thing that's attacking the castle, this giant monster, then like stabs his sword in its throat as he's being swallowed, stabs his sword in, and then uses it to chop his head off from the inside.
so good.
Like Headlopper, even from the inside. Yeah. Like
If-
360 spin, heads off.
Headlopper
Meta.
is the almost direct opposite of monstrous, I would say.
Yeah.
It is just what you see is what you get. It's fun and it's violent and it's cool. And that is also metal. Monstrous is like completely other end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, and what the thing with Monstrous is that like, and I don't want to give too much away, but like, there's something not right about the main character. Like on our show, we walk a fine line between spoilers, not spoilers, and I think this show we're trying to not give too many away because some of the twists are awesome.
Yeah, you want to not have Monstrous spoiled, I think.
Yeah, like Monsters has like just like Birthright, like someone in the chat, it's passed by, I'm sorry, Ricky Galletti, if I remember the name correctly, said, don't give away the twist.
Yeah.
It's the whole story. And I was like, I know, I didn't give the twist away. Birthright is a great twist. But it's the same with Monsters where like something's not right. And that main character has some darkness in her. You know
Maybe
what?
she's a little monstrous.
Yeah, maybe. That's another thing that I loved about that book. And it was that it wasn't that there weren't any men, but like society was very much run by women. And it was, that was just the way it was. And I think that was so awesome where it was just like, we're not drawing attention to it.
Do we talk about the premise of it at all?
Monstrous?
Yeah, I don't think we
did.
Yeah.
Not
What's
really.
like what's the little bit of like the world?
God, from what I
expect?
remember, it's essentially about these tribes, and this young girl is coming of age. It's like kind of a coming of age story.
Yeah.
She finds out she's got these powers, and she. Help me out here. This is like 3 years ago.
No, but here's what's so funny is that like I just read it and I'm just like, I know
How
I
do you
liked
even describe
it.
it?
I mean, you said it's really dense and you have to digest a little
All right,
bit.
so here's the basics. A long, long time ago, the entire world lived in peace. There was a group called the Arcanics. They seemed to be more like fairy-ish and animal-like and a little bit more magical. Then there were humans who could access magic, and they're like witches and stuff. The witches are it's sort of a matriarchy, and the witches are the leaders of this political system, right? For the humans. There was a big war. The reasons for that war are kind of spoilery, so I don't want to get too much into it. But there was a big war between the humans and the Arcanics. Humans won, built up a wall. Arcanics live over there. Humans over here.
Yeah.
There's something called, I think, the neutral lands.
Yeah.
And that's essentially where the story starts.
Okay.
But the humans love to kidnap the Arcanics and or Arcanics maybe, and chop them up and experiment on them. And they can pull a lot of their essence out for all of their magics. I think they call it Lilium or something like that. So the blood is very bad between these two tribes, essentially. And the main girl, I think her name is Micah or something like that, allows herself, like the book starts with her being sold as a slave to the witches. Like that's the first page, like them bidding on her. But she allowed it to happen because she needed to infiltrate there, because she needed to find out something about her mother, because her mother and the leader, like her mother, one of the Arcanics, and the leader of the witches were friends, and they were looking for an artifact together. And it just spirals from there because
That was a great, not spoilery synopsis. You did great.
That was a little tease.
I was trying to pull from
Thanks, Erica.
intriguing.
reading the first issue like 3 years ago, and I'm like, what happened? I don't remember
it's so
what's
funny.
not a
Like,
spoiler.
it's so funny because like you were like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's everything. I was like, oh, I did know.
I knew you had it in you.
I did know. I am smart. So let's see. How Ethereal no my lo says, Whitney, what is your favorite Gojira album? I just love
my
throwing in like
God.
heavy metal questions.
Honestly, I'm not a huge Gojira fan. I'm sorry to say it, but I have seen them live, and I love them live. But I don't go to them too much when I listen to them. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that because Gojira is a very, very popular band. But I have seen them live like 3 times this year, and they were amazing every time. So maybe that's just a sign that I need to get more into them.
Get more into them.
Yeah.
Get more into them. Let's move away from monstrous and like fantasy. Let's talk Black Science.
Oh my God.
Remender's Black
Science.
Science. Remender.
Yeah.
Remender, for those of you who may not know, is he also did the big X-Force, Dark Angel. Like he did an epic run on X-Force where like X-Force was just like cut loose to just murder with like at will. It's just like if they're a threat, murder them.
Yeah.
And Remender wrote that, and it was epic, and there was a lot of apocalypse stuff and Archangel, just an epic run.
Yeah.
Epic run. And then he was like, all right, cool, I did all my Marvel stuff. I'm going to go do my own thing, and it's going to be awesome. And Black Science is one of those things.
And it is awesome.
And it's amazing.
It's so good. So that might be the only sci-fi one I have on this list right now. But
What's
I'm
it
gonna look.
about?
it's about time and reality jumping and fighting aliens and just fucking adventure. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So here's the pitch that I would give you. So you know Fantastic Four, right? You know, like in Fantastic Four, it's like a family, like a space age family going
Yes.
into the
Yes.
far off beyond. This Black Science is that, but dark as shit.
Yeah.
It's like if Cronenberg wrote those first issues of
Jeepers.
Fantastic Four. Like
Yeah.
this is the movie that Josh Trank was trying to make.
Yeah.
Right.
Like is this comic book where like science is deadly and it's not easy and it can go wrong and it's twisted and it's the whole like Jeff Goldblum thing of like you were so busy asking if you could, you didn't ask if you should.
Yeah.
It's that same thing. Like in fact, one of the first
And that
pages,
art.
wow.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
that
so
art.
good.
It's
Look
got
at that
sort
art.
of retro-futuristic, like 1970s sci-fi feeling to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's art. It's album art. It's like you said, it's like late '70s, early '80s, like metal art. Like it's incredible art.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. The artist is Matteo Scalera, written by Rick Remender, and it's so good.
Honestly, dude,
Like, this is Remender
that
at his
might be one
best.
of my favorite comics of all time. I have to revisit it, but it's just so good and brutal.
What to you makes it metal? Is it that it's so brutal? and
It's dark. It's
Yeah, because usually you don't necessarily think of science fiction themes as being metal. You think more fantasy.
There's a whole like any progressive metal fan will disagree with you because there's entire space theme like concept albums.
Okay, yeah, that's true,
About
actually.
it. They're out there. But I mean, it is so violent, but it's also just emotionally heavy, and it's like there's a lot of dark shit that happens, and I think that kind of captures the. Other than the fact that it's just like pure adventure and like cool ass aliens and like fighting a bunch of shit, which like at its most pure is pretty metal.
Right.
But it's also like deals with some pretty heavy themes, and it's like it gets dark, and I think that is also a very metal thing. Is exploring. I mean, I think part of the reason why I love metal music is that I think it's completely human to be attracted to and fascinated by the darker aspects of humanity, and whether that's death or depression or war or anything, I think that it's natural and human to want to explore those themes. And so I think that any story that does do that well is metal.
Yeah, no. So
That was a really good explanation.
Thank
Let's
you, girl. Thank
pause for a second. That was very good.
Thank you so much.
Had a little bow on it and everything.
I want to remind everyone, get your topics in for our 5-minute topic. So Black Science, like this is Remender at his best. Like even like some of the like X-Force stuff, the Dark Angel saga, all that stuff. As much as I loved it, could be a little dense, and it always kind like to me it felt like he was not fighting in a bad way against Marvel, but like Marvel was like editorial was like, we need you to do this, and he was like, okay, cool, but I want to do this, and it felt like he was having to maybe compromise some of his vision. Not in a bad way, but like they have a direction they need their comics to go, and he's a creative and needs like be free. Black Science is him just being so free.
This
just
is
like
opus.
I'm gonna do whatever I want, assholes. Like it's so good. And like the basic premise is that like I think he develops like you find out very early on he develops a dimension hole ripping sort of apparatus. Yeah, like I think that that's kind of part of it.
That's so good. That looks like album art.
Like, isn't that gorgeous? Like,
Yeah.
and it looks kind of like a skull. That was one of my favorite things about it. Is
Yeah.
like there's sort of like this foreboding, like, oh, everyone in here is gonna die, kind of like thing. But he and his team develops a way to jump between dimensions and realities, and it's essentially like if there's infinite realities out there, Did you just break your chair?
Oh no, I just my
all
shoe
all
fell.
like
shoe?
all like 45
Yeah.
pounds of you broke this chair.
I work in so much furniture here, though. I wouldn't be surprised.
So he essentially, like, if there's infinite realities out there, infinite possibilities for Earth to evolve and the universe to evolve and all that, he develops a way to jump into those realities with his team, and then they get stuck. And then the machine breaks, and then it becomes like kind of like Quantum Leap, where they just want to get home.
Right.
Yeah.
But they never can. But they keep going to all these different realities. Like the very first reality is like these weird fish people fighting against these weird frog people, and they all have these weird different abilities. And these tiny little pink humans are just trying to get out of it. They just want to get home. And like it's, I mean, like, I don't want to give this, like, there's a page 2 spoiler that I don't even want to give away. But it's just like, oh my God, you started there?
Yeah.
Whoa, holy shit, Reminder?
Black
That's
Science.
brutal.
It's so good.
It's so good.
as
But like,
hell.
then like this, they get out of that dimension at the end of the first issue, and the next, when they don't make it home, they're like, we made it home. Wait, this isn't home. There's a war going on, and there's like a World War II German who comes running into the trench, and they're like, who are you? What war are you in? And you immediately get the impression like, oh my God, they've gone back in time.
Right.
No. They're in another dimension where like Native Americans like were allowed to like sort of evolve on their own without Western influence. And they've developed the most high-minded, fuck you science, and they've just taken over the world.
It's amazing.
And it's like, yeah,
so
that's
good.
awesome. Good work. Like, yeah.
It's crazy that he packs, like, and that's just like one of the things.
Yeah.
He packs so much in that is like, I could see an entire comic book on that world.
Just
you
that.
know?
Right. Just that.
He's just like, nah, that's just
So
one
again,
thing.
and
yeah.
it's
That's an
taking
issue.
that
Yeah.
classic
That's an issue.
like
Yeah.
70s sci-fi, like, you know, monster of the week, or like, I guess in this case, like world of the week, sort of like Star Trek, the original series style,
Yeah.
where there's like some sort of conflict, and I assume that each one of these has some sort of lesson or human element to it.
It's awesome.
Right?
I
You
mean,
gotta check it out.
the biggest lesson that I got from just the opus as it is, as much as I read of it, is that like kind of be careful what you wish for, and be
Yeah.
like science is dangerous. Like
Yeah.
don't like we as a society and as a culture need to address like, do we really need to be doing brain implants into people like to make them smarter? Like,
The
do we need
answer
to
to that
do-
is yes.
No, I hear you. I
Absolutely
hear you.
is yes.
But then it becomes a thing of like, are we creating different strata to society where it's like, can everyone afford these brain implants? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
I don't want to get like, oh hey,
I
can we,
say-
like I don't want to do that, but like.
It's like a divergent topic. I always say that science has not gone far enough, and that science is a tool, and then how we deal with it and the moral implications of it are all of us that we have to adjust to it. But science is its own thing.
It is its own thing, but science is
But science
very
is for
dangerous.
humans, and science is to be abused by humans, and so the moral implications are like off the fucking charts, man.
Yeah.
I listen. I want to be the first person to like upload my consciousness to the cloud, but
Yeah.
like, who knows? Who knows? Like, what will? I mean, I get in such a like Black Mirror hole about that, where I'm just
Right,
like,
but that's the
what
thing
happened?
is it's like the darker aspects of human nature
Oh, yeah, there's
that have to sort of
This is the Native
grapple with
Americans
all
who
of this,
like have
but-
developed their own technology. Like
Yeah.
the rest of the world is still like in World War II technology, and the Native Americans are like, we're UFOs. What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? Like
so good.
it's really cool. But yeah, I'm with you. Like I'm so Black Mirror about it. Like I want to be like pie in the sky hopes and dreams. Like oh my God, we're gonna be able to cure all these awful like brain diseases and all this other stuff. But the other side of that technology is only the wealthy can afford some of those things, and
Yeah.
like that's gonna like
I
further
know,
like
but that's an
you
us
know.
thing. That's not a science thing. Like we should.
No,
100%
science is
be
amazing, but
developing all
science-
this
but
stuff.
that's-
the more
but
of
that's
science
what
that
this-
we have, the better it is. Like
I mean,
science is
that's what
pure
feeds into, like,
and
the
perfect.
whole
We
idea
as humans are
of like
the
science
impure.
fiction is like just to
Yeah.
show the downfalls of humanity and to show like our flaws is because it's not because science is the enemy, it's because humans are fucking terrible a lot of the time.
Yeah. we have the capacity for terrible things as much as we have the capacity for wonderful and good things. And I think like atomic energy is the perfect example of that. It's like
Yep.
E equals MC squared.
Right.
Cool. We can power entire cities with this. We can do incredible things. We can go to the stars, or we can blow up 1 million people. Like
Yeah.
it's that.
Right.
And like this book, Black Science, very much covers the morality of, oh my God, this is incredible. Oh my God, what have we done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So good. And like that entire first issue is the main scientist running away from being killed. And you get that entire story that we just told you as he's running away. Like that's how good Reminder is as a writer, and how good Matteo Scalera is as an artist. Like you get all of that as he's running.
Yeah.
Like he's being chased. And you get that entire story and background.
I just love that Black Science gives you the feeling of the lead characters having, which is, oh fuck. Like you're reading it and you're seeing them go, oh fuck, and you're like, oh fuck. It's so good.
The whole time you're reading it, you're exactly right. I was like, oh God, you gotta get away from those frog dudes. Oh no, there's a bigger room of them? Oh no, what have you done? Oh, you monster, you sad poor man. Yeah, I cannot say enough good about Black Science.
Go read it.
Yeah, go read it.
So good.
And then read Monstrous, then read Birthright, or read them in a different order.
There's so many.
There's so much. You really picked a really solid.
Ooh, what about Hillbilly?
I didn't read Hillbilly.
Hillbilly is a.
Tell-
do you like
tell
the
us
Goon?
about Tell us about
Do you like the
Hillbilly.
Goon?
Yeah.
So Hillbilly is now Eric Powell. I think with the launch of Hillbilly, relaunched. It's like Albatross Exploding Something Comics is a new publisher, and Hillbilly is part of that. It's about a hillbilly who lives in the woods and he slays witches and demons, and
Wow.
that's all you need to know. And it's got that classic Eric Powell art that is like the most beautiful thing ever, which is great because a lot of his humor is so lowbrow and so like just like funny and gross, but then it's like just gorgeous like ink and oil paintings and really heartfelt shit. I've only read the first book, but so far I'm so excited about it. I think
And
it
it's
came out
called
last year.
Hillbilly?
Hillbilly. Yeah. Hillbilly is awesome. If you like Eric Powell, you'll like it because you know he's a creator that like it's just him, you know.
Yeah.
So pretty much if you like him, you'll like all the stuff that he's done. I'm a huge Goon fan. That was one of the first comics that I ever fell in love with, and so he's my ride or die. Also, he was so nice to me after Warren Ellis was kind of a dick to me at Comic-Con once.
Oh my gosh.
no.
Wait, what? What is that story?
I get it now because he's just like a grumpy old British dude, didn't want to be at a con, and I was like, will you sign my copy of Transmetropolitan and he was like, write something cool in it? And he was like, how about I just sign my name and you like get out of my face? Okay. But then I went and I saw Eric Powell and he talked to me for like 10 minutes and like drew a goon in my book and
That's so cool.
it was awesome. Eric Powell is fucking great. Hillbilly is awesome. It's got that, because I think that something that Powell does really well is he does magic in a way that feels really new and really, he does like, I mean, in the Goon, a lot of the stuff is like voodoo shit. And like, he does, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Sort of like traditional American magic stuff that is like, like backwoods shit. And he does
Like
that
folklore
so well.
sorts of like magics.
Yeah.
So I was about to ask, like, what the basis is of the magic in this and what the kind of rules are.
He has a magic axe.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is.
All
If I
right.
remember. I read it last year, but it's so good. And just if you like Eric Powell, I think like most of the panels. I'm going off of my memory from last year, so I apologize if this is wrong, but I think most of it is like really muted tones or in black and white, which is a change for him. But it's great.
And what makes it metal? Is it the occult elements?
I feel like all of these are sort of echoing the same thing, unless it's the sci-fi or high fantasy. If they're slaying witches and demons, then it's metal as hell.
Yeah.
And also it's like one dude, and he's like just tough as hell, and he's like got his own moral code. And I think a lot of people who listen to metal identify with that, and they're like, you know, a lot of loners like metal. And so I think it's metal in that way. That's not the best quality that we have, but
No, I would say that, yeah, a lot of metal has themes of isolation, and a lot of people theorize that came from, because a lot of metal comes from Scandinavia, and they spend a lot of the year in the dark, feeling alone and snowed in, and the idea of that sort of desperation and loneliness coming from that climate translating into metal.
It makes so much sense. And also all the stuff about like Norwegian gods.
Right.
And stuff like
Norse
that,
gods are metal AF
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Yes.
If you haven't read it, you should definitely pick up Neil Gaiman's Norse gods. Norse mythology.
I haven't read it
and
yet.
it's so
I've
great
heard it's
because
really good.
I am so familiar with all of the Norse myths, but he tells them in a really engaging way. It's almost scripted, and it's very much in that Neil Gaiman sort of cheeky British style. So it makes it very accessible, because if you read like the Voluspa or other classic Norse myths, it's a little dry in most of the textbooks, because they'll just kind of recount these like really incredible stories. Like there's one where Thor cross-dresses in order to get Mjolnir back, and like there's stuff like Loki gets his like mouth sewn shut, and there's like all these crazy things that happen that they just kind of recount in a dry way, but Neil Gaiman makes it alive and interesting. And a lot of them are stories that he's already kind of incorporated into his own myths.
When did that come out?
It's great.
It's really recent.
Like very
It's really
recently.
within the last year, I think.
Yeah, and I would highly recommend that, actually.
What's interesting about like all of those like ancient like religions and mythologies and everything is that like if you go back and read them, they're so boring. But like if you actually
but
like
the thing is that they're
dissect
just
it
really
and look,
human stories, and they're all modeled after humans. They are so fallible. They have problems that we have. They have these flaws, and they get mad at each other, and when they fight, it's just like a huge soap opera, only they've got superpowers. They were our first superheroes.
They were the first superheroes, yeah. But like it's like the way that they're written so oftentimes just like, and then this guy did this, and this person did this. And it's just, but like if you
gotta
look
find
at it
the
and
right
break it down and like
authors.
imagine like what they're actually saying, it's just like, oh shit. Oh,
wonder-
that's so epic. Like,
Dude, that guy
Are
screwed
any-
a swan. Oh my
Yeah.
Are
god.
there any comic books or stories about Egyptian gods? Because I would love to dive. I used to be obsessed with Egyptian gods.
Chat, tell us.
Let us know.
I'm sure there is.
While we're
There's
thinking
gotta
about
be.
that, there's one more comic that I want to tell you guys about.
That are really
Tell us.
And this is like a super indie comic. I got it at Secret Headquarters, which is my favorite comic book store, because they always carry all the weird art shit that I'm
They
into.
really have the weird stuff.
They have,
Over
which
in
is
La-
like what I'm
yeah.
about. It's called Slasher. Floating World Comics is the publisher.
Slasher
so
was
very indie. You read it?
Weird. Yeah,
okay.
I read 3. I think it's only 3 issues long, right?
I have only read the
what
first
is it
issue.
about?
So maybe
Really?
that's all they
I read
had.
3 issues. It
Great.
is
I mean, the
weird.
name is very
Okay,
metal.
so what I know from it in the first issue, it's a lot of body horror stuff.
Yeah,
and
very
it's
much.
essentially
I don't
about
know.
these 2 people who are having an online romance, and there's a possibility, I think that Matt can, corroborate this because you've read more issues than I have, that they are going to turn out to be murderers. The last panel, yeah, because a lot of their correspondence, like one of them is this sick kid that his mom is like just a fucking psycho and is like, take your medicine, and he's like, she's like, we have
She's
to shave your
bipolar.
head again, and
Yeah.
he's like, no, I just want to just let it grow, and she's like, no, you're sick, like you have to shave your head, and he's all like skinny, and he's
Very
talking to this
sickly,
girl, and she's like, do you want me to kill your mom for you? And he's like, yeah, make it painful, and it's like this kind of just disgusting, like so like teenage edgelord, like, and just saying the most shocking things you can, which I identify with because I was
You
once
were
upon
that.
a
You're a
time
teenage lord.
and
I'm back
still
on
are.
AIM.
I kind of still am.
Still are.
I love like dark shit, and I love body horror. It's an acquired taste. I feel again like I'm desensitized to it, but it's like stories about murderers. I'm so into. So tell me about issue 2 and 3.
I will, but first I want to say Raznak Khan says Carnival of Immortals is all about Horus. Just about Horus.
Okay. Carnival of Immortals.
And DC Young Animal, hey DC Young Animal,
Yeah.
says there's a series called God is Dead that's literally every god ever. Lots of Egyptians god too. And I know
Cool.
like Jonathan Hickman started that. I don't know who's writing it now, but that was a lot of fun too. I read
Cool.
the first couple issues of that. So slasher, weird art, weird, but like the storytelling takes like it's very slow, but in a good way. It's a very subtle character moves.
Yeah.
And like every single panel has a lot of story to tell, and like there's a lot of weird movement in the panels where like there's conversations off screen, like out of panel, and they're only halfway there. So like you get like you're supposed like it's very well composed. The storytelling is very well paced and composed for as simple and solidly character based as it is.
Okay.
But it's essentially the origin story of 2 serial killers.
Yes.
I like that's all I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it gets gross, I'm sure.
I will say this. Here's an example, and I think I might have a picture of it that I threw in there, Chief. The second page, one of the 2 main characters, the girl, is being talked to by her boss at this weird like data entry place, and he's tremendously hitting on her, and it's really
Rubbing her
creepy
shoulders,
and
being all
awkward and just like
gross.
oh so gross, like oh you're such a disgusting man, and like yeah, look at this, but she starts thinking of him as like meat,
As meat.
like as chopped beef,
It
like in a
is-
supermarket, like that's how she's thinking of him.
It's great. It's so creepy. This is one that, since I've only read the first issue, I'm so excited because I feel like it could go to a place that I really want to see because I'm fascinated by murderers. I love true crime stuff.
Yeah, this is
and-
like very much, there's a novel that I read in college by Joyce Carol Oates. I think it's called just Zombie, and it's told in first person from the perspective of a serial killer.
Yeah, look at that cover.
Yeah, like look at that cover, like she's made of meat.
Do you get it?
Do you get it? Do I get it? And it's, but it's really twisted. It's really super twisted. All right.
Hell yeah.
We have a topic,
Oh,
Okay.
and I
sweet.
think you're gonna love it. We have 5 minutes. Each of us will get a minute essentially, and then we'll
Okay.
debate for another minute or
All
two.
right, all right.
What comics team-up group do you think would make the best metal band, and why?
Oh my god.
So think about it for a couple seconds. We're gonna talk about it. Chief, can you throw the timer up there? I guess we're going now. Are we going now? No, we're gonna. Okay, go. We're going. God, do you have any ideas?
Fuck, I mean, I think.
Okay.
Does anyone have anyone?
Okay, I want to say The Wicked and Divine's Morrigan and Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Because
Go for it. Tell us why.
it's just they both have these incredible powers that would work well together. Sandman is Morpheus, king of dreams, and he has like the rest of his 6 siblings are all also equally metal. Death and Desire and Delirium, and they are all super cool. So he'd be able to like pull them into the team. Morgan has Baphomet. Who's her lover and also has started going pretty crazy. But she has a handle on her powers and is really cool and dark. And even though she only has like a year to live, essentially, she's a queen of the darkness. And I think that they would team up so well together.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit, Loki and Thor.
Oh, nice.
That's all I got, because I was thinking originally like actual comic team ups, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait, if I can just pick, if
anyone
they
you want,
can
yeah.
be together, you have the fundamental elements of power metal. You have Loki, who is the fucking god of mischief, who he shreds.
Yeah.
You know he
No, he
shreds.
does.
Yeah.
Or is a fucking animal on the drums, and then Thor is every power metal song is essentially written
About him.
Thor.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we actually talking about? We're talking about like for a band. Oh, of course.
No,
Sorry, go ahead.
I love your answer.
Okay, well,
though.
because
Yeah.
Morgan
Your
actually
answer's-
in Wicked and Divine, all of the gods perform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
So
a pop
they are
star.
musicians. They are pop stars. They rock people's brains out.
Yeah.
Literally sometimes.
Yeah.
And also Morpheus, king of dreams. I mean, the imagery he pulls, and he gets into kind of like a essentially like a god's rap battle with a demon in
It's
an
awesome.
issue,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like they have to one up each other in like shape shifting and in like wordplay, and so he could bring the wordplay to that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
Are you guys ready for mine?
Yes.
Midnight Suns. Ghost Rider, right? Like he rides
Oh,
it, rides in on the stage, and he's like, he's an actual demon.
Okay,
Like he's
okay.
inhabited by a demon, but he's a human. Like that's
like the
such an epic theme, right? And he's the
Yeah.
pyrotechnics,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He rides in. Then Johnny Blaze is over there with his shotgun, just. Then
So
he's like
mostly percussion.
yeah, it's all percussion.
Heavy percussion
It's
section.
very, very heavy percussion. But then, wait for it, because here comes Doctor Strange. He comes flying in, like floating in with his like, and he's like, he can float, and then his Eye of Agamotto is like, like, and
Yes.
everyone
So
just
you're
gets
talking
hit.
about like kind of lights and pyrotechnics.
Oh yeah,
in a
absolutely.
metal
But like they
show
can all
that way.
shred, and he's got like magic, right? So he's like really awesome.
Okay.
But then, so then there's those guys. Then the Darkhold Redeemers come in, and they're just like singing the backup. Like it's those three guys like singing the backup.
Oh,
and
I
then
didn't know
they've
you
got
could pick
Victoria.
more guys.
Of course you can. You can pick as many.
Yeah, a
like
team-
this is
a
a
team up, I
fantasy.
guess.
Whatever. You
Yeah.
can
I
use
also
whatever you
call
want.
Death, and I call Thanos.
Yeah, do it. That's awesome.
Okay.
And I call.
So Thor, Loki, Death, and Thanos. What's the name of your band?
Fucking Power, Death, Doom Cult. You have to have like a,
Cult.
I think sort of Swedish word in there too.
Yeah, there's
like
gotta
there's
be-
a bunch of umlauts.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
I love that we've come up with three very different kinds of metal bands. Like you've
Yeah.
got classic
Right.
heavy metal. Erica's got sort of like a thrash, like underground metal thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like classic power metal.
What?
And it's
Do you have a name for your
I think
band?
Gods and Dreams. Ooh.
Oh, God's.
Yeah.
Please welcome to stage. I think I would just name mine. You want to know the from my seminary days? I would name my band Tortor and Phantom.
Oh my God.
Tortor and Phantom was the particular theology that if a baby.
Seminary days?
Yeah, my seminary days. I went to seminary.
What?
If you didn't know that.
I'm learning this.
Oh,
over
I
again.
thought you both knew that. Yeah, I went to
I
seminary
didn't.
for
Wait,
a little over a year, like a year and a half.
And then you like dropped out?
Yeah, I dropped out
That's
to
so metal!
That is metal
pursue
as
comedy.
fuck.
Yeah. But Tortor and Phantom is the theology that like if a baby's not baptized, it's still born with original sin, so the infant, by
It
no
ends
fault
up
of
in
its
limbo,
own, ends up in
yeah.
hell.
Oh,
Not limbo,
oh,
hell.
shit.
Torture of the infants,
Right.
Tortor and Phantom.
Oh my-
Here comes Ghost Rider. Please welcome to the stage, Tortor and Phantom. And that's it. Hey everybody, please, if you're watching us anywhere else but on the Geek and Sundry Twitch channel, head over to there. We do a comic book show every Wednesday night called The Wednesday Club. It's at 7 o'clock on Geek and Sundry Twitch. Thanks for watching.
You win, dude. That was fucking
That was really
awesome.
good. I mean, the
like-
name
Are you some
just,
kind of
like,
writer or
set it
something?
out. Yeah.
Maybe. No, but I remember being in my church history class, and like I had this guy, this Dr. John Thompson, who was this epic church historian, and he was like, yeah, and there's a theology called Tortor in Phantom, and I was just like, that's the best metal name ever. Like it's Latin
I
for
feel
torture
like-
of the infants.
Yeah.
Come on.
I feel like there are all these terms you come across in everyday life, and you're like, that'd be a really great metal album.
All the
Yeah,
time,
right?
dude. All the time. Hey, tell me, am I the only person that has recommended Wicked and the Divine to a bunch of people and only girls like it for some reason?
I love Wicked and
Whoa,
Divine.
really?
I've only
You've
read
got
the
great
first couple
taste.
volumes of it, but
Every dude that I've been like, read this book, it's so good.
And they
is
didn't like
like,
it?
nah, not for me. I wonder what that
Interesting.
is. Maybe
I mean,
it's like,
the thing is that there's the power dynamic is very heavily female centric.
yeah. Maybe I'm just giving these books to a bunch of sexists.
I mean, like, it's just like I can understand why you may be like uncomfortable with it, maybe, or I mean, and
or
a
dismiss
lot
it
of
as
things,
like,
they
this is
dismiss
for
it as
girls.
and especially since the first volume is told mostly from the point of view of a young teenage girl, it's very common in our culture to demean things that teenage girls like pop stars,
Yeah.
or movies that are geared towards young
Fangirling.
females.
Yeah, that
Fangirling,
makes a lot of
and
sense.
there's like some of the issues, and like literally, I think one of the trade paperbacks is like fandemonium, and
Yeah.
it's just literally about being a fan and like fandom,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very like Tumblr crowd.
Yeah.
And so I can see why guys would be turned off by all of that.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
That's-
I love it. I think it's such a unique concept. By the way, I should mention Taliesin 20 was the one who came up with that.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
so-
a really
Taliesin
good
20.
question.
Good work.
Yeah.
Good work. That was
Great
great. So we only have like 5 minutes left. Sorry, I know, everybody.
Wow, that went by so fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you
fun.
so
I
much for
love
being
the
here.
show so much.
Klaus.
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 Oh, the Norse
Morrison.
Santa.
Yes.
Yes.
So good, guys, and it's so funny because they released it like originally. The first issue came out in like I think November, but then it was once every few months. So it was like going through July, and I was like, well, it's not really Christmas anymore. But goddamn, that is like
so good.
It's so good, and it's so like Morrison like drugs trippy, like so
Yeah.
weird. Also, Santa Claus is a fucking babe.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at that badass.
yeah,
this is
hot.
put out by Boom Comics. It's by superstar Grant Morrison.
Yes.
Who I saw at Comic-Con at Wired Lounge and was just like, and like I ran the other way.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I was like, like it was like
surprised
my
you
Joss
haven't
Whedon
worked-
story,
I
like
am
where I had to run
surprised
away. Yeah.
You haven't
So
worked with him before, though.
with Grant Morrison.
Yeah, or like encountered him and.
I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, but I've never gone up and talked to him because I'm terrified
Everybody's got that
of
guy.
brilliance and
or
talent.
girl.
I got
guess.
to interview him for my one of my first, but when I worked at Nerdist doing
that's
comic book reviews, like one of the first things I
awesome.
did was go to like a DC event, and I got to talk with him about feminism. And
How did that go?
great!
That's
He's very
amazing.
pleasant.
Yeah. His book, by the way, if you want to get a really good primer on comic book history and its place in culture and how it reflects culture and how culture reflects comics and that sort of like reciprocal relationship, his book Super Gods is incredible.
Yeah.
It is so good.
that out.
He like starts in 1938 with here's Superman, here's why they created it, here's what it means, here's what society did with it. Here's Batman, here's how Batman was created in the light of as an answer to Superman. Like, and he goes from there, and it's amazing. It is such a good book.
God, speaking of history, and like I know we don't have time to talk about this, but there are so many metal AF comics prior to the Comics Code. Because
yeah.
like basically the Comics Code was created because comics was too metal, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
like all the weird comics and
Yeah.
you know,
Worth
like
have
weird
destroyed it
tales
for
and
everybody.
eerie-
Yeah. Strange
much,
tales. Yeah. Weird tales, like the
was
horror,
the-
vault of horror, all that stuff.
What
Yeah.
was the "You shall die by your own evil creation"? Oh my God, what's his name? This is like way back in the like 30s, I think. Hanks, I don't know. He does this character that's a blonde lady who just has a skull face, and she shouts, "You shall die by your own evil creation."
Oh my God.
It's so good.
So
They're super weird comics.
So real quick, Klaus is
Yes.
legitimately just the origin story of Santa Claus, but it's brutal and metal
yeah.
AF. Like it's like look at that. Like
Yeah.
he gets this weird fever dream and like makes all these toys overnight.
Yeah.
And he wakes up the next day and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sore. Oh my God, what have I done?" And
because
it's just like
toys have been banned
Yeah.
in the town, and there's this fucking what's his name, like Joffrey type kid
like,
that
monster of
is
a
just
child,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, the toys are for me," and like.
But it's like
so he becomes
it
Santa.
sounds so silly to talk about, but it's done so like in a mature adult epic way, like as only Morrison could do something so silly, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, the toys are mine." Like, "Oh, you are a monster.
dick."
You should die. I hope Claus kills you."
I feel like it's such a fuck you from Morrison being like, "Listen what I can make good." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at what a concept
Look at
that
what
seems
I
so
can do.
silly, and just like look what I can do with that.
yeah. All right, so we need to start wrapping it up. Chief's Note, read Klaus issue 1 now on Comixology Unlimited or for free.
Yeah.
For free. So,
Oh, free.
you have a playlist already.
Yes, I think there's only
Spotify.
10 songs on it. It's called Baby's First Metal Playlist. I made it for my friend Mike, and now that's on my,
Is that,
it's public
Diva?
on my, for my Diva.
Oh, what do we got on there?
Let's see. Where do I find it? I have so many playlists. Baby's First Metal Playlist has Skeleton Witch, That's death metal, rhapsodies, power metal. It's got Miraker, which is that really beautiful black metal. It's got King Diamond. It's got stoner metal, Wizard Fight by Weed Eater. Alkalite of the Tenebrous Night, which is Hoth, which is another death metal band. And Blow Your Trumpets, Gabriel, which is Behemoth, who is one of the OG black metal like legends, who actually took Miraker on tour with him last year, and I got to see her, and it was such a fuck you to the metal community because she was a fashion model. And
that's cool.
And like they're not, metalheads aren't always the kindest to women. So as sort of like a fuck you, this like just literal behemoth of the metal community, like was like, you're gonna open for me on my tour.
That's
and
amazing.
It was awesome. It was so
In the chat, CR the Mighty says, who does the art? That shit's pretty. I think you're talking about Klaus, and that is Dan Mora. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
I
bringing
love
like
this topic.
metal as Torture and Phantom Forever. Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Erica Ishii. You can find me at Erica Ishii on the Twitters. And then also I appear on Gather Your Party on Fridays and Game Engine on Tuesdays right here on twitch.tv/geekandsundry.
Yeah.
Where else can people find you, Ms. Moore?
Ooh, you can find me at Tweet Me More and doing DC news every weekday at DC All Access. Also metal news at Metal Sucks, also at horror news at Bloody Disgusting, and also playing video games here on Tuesday nights for AXYB at twitch.tv/geekandsundry.
Geek and Sundry.
That's
And
on.
I need to thank our producer Liz because she
Yeah.
gifted me this book.
That
It's
is beautiful.
It's a bunch of original
Wow.
art covers. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And my name is Matt Key, at the Matt Key on Twitter. I have an Instagram that I never use. And stay tuned for Shield of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's coming up at 9:30. Am I correct? 9:30. Boom! I've got it memorized. Thanks, everybody. See us next week. Wednesday Club at 7. Bye.